by Kevin Narlo this afternoon for the second game of the day, featuring Team Zap out of the Rio Grande Valley and the C-Stat PFOB. We're going to go with that for the day. Kevin Narlo, College Station, Rio Grande Valley. A lot of history between the two. Obviously, the Rio Grande Valley travels to College Station for 7-on-7 tournament, but we're here in Round Rock. It's a great atmosphere so far. We're in the second game of the day.
Yeah, College Station, I've cracked it. The PFOB, it's Play for Our Brothers.
Awesome.
That's what it stands for. So I was curious. I know there's a lot of those slogans, the IIWII, the No Fear All Faith. So that's what that stands for. So Play for Our Brothers, that's what that stands for, in case somebody was wondering. But yeah, College Station High, the Cougars, actually a team who is just about 2-3 years removed from a state championship. They got tons of athletes on their teams. I think they have enough boys to make 2 teams, so it's definitely going to be a challenge for Team Zap, a team from College Station that I'm very familiar with. College Station's here, Bryan's High here, Rudder High School is here. They're out of Bryan College Station area, so it's going to be a good challenge for Team Zap.
And Team Zap coming off just shy of a victory, losing their first one of the day. We were at Field 8B, and then we relocated to Field 2. Team Zap will be in the lightning-ish uniforms, green and black on the field. College Station Cougars, that's their mascot. They'll be sporting their school colors, the purple and white. Looks like College Station will take the field on offense first as we get set to go. Rudy Zamaripa and Joe Bowling on the camera this afternoon. We're kind of rotating here, getting some games under our belts, trying to get some action here. Rudy's a little tired. We're all a little tired. It's been hot outside. We traveled this morning 6 o'clock early, but we're here. Second game of the day. Team Zap once again 0-1 to start things off.
I thought they came out swinging that first game, and
they really did.
They only lost by 2, 20-18 against a squad from Houston, and they really showed that Team Zap's got the speed, they got the athletes. We've seen that on their roster, of course. The absence of Eddie Lee Marburger kind of was shown there just a little bit, and to think that, well, if they had Eddie Lee, the dynamic of that offense would change. But nonetheless, we both felt that Team Zap showed up in that first game. Coached by George Mata is Team Zap, and a team made up of from across the valley of San Benito, Weslaco, PSJ, Vela, Pioneer, Southwest, Brownsville, Hanna, La Feria, Billy's alma mater.
Can't forget about them. First snap of the day, my headphones already getting loose. Kevin will be standing up now. We'll get things going. It'll be the PSJA newbie, Alaric Gonzalez, going under snap first to get things going. 25-minute clock to get set. If a team scores at 6 points, they can elect to go for 1 or 2. Gonzalez, a pass to
Kyler
Castilleja on the first catch of the day, goes out of bounds. Get some good yardage on the first throw of the day.
Just a simple route, out into the flats. Castilleja, coming out on the motion.
Gonzalez second down. 3 split out wide on his left side. Man in motion is Serrata from Vela. Gonzalez drops back. Another out route, incomplete pass just out of the hands of Davian Serrata from Vela. Just talked about him.
Again, the athletes are here offensively. You talk about Kevin Garcia, who's a receiver here but plays quarterback at Brownsville Porter. He's set to be a senior, and you mentioned this new quarterback that Team Zap has found from IGM Academy. He's going to be a PSJ Bear upcoming this season. Gonzalez.
So it'll be a third down and short for Zap. Need to get to that next yard line. See what they do here. Short play up the middle. Caught. Castilleja, first down, Zap.
That's one thing that Kyler does well as a running back. He's a good route runner, and those are some things that he's shown over his career at San Benito. He's going to be a senior this year for Dan Gomez's squad, and an offense that likes to use their running backs with Steve Marroquin there down in San Benito. He's bulked up just a little bit from his sophomore year here going into his senior year.
Already his second catch on this drive and of the day First down, new set of downs. Gonzalez looking close to a 4-second call. He'll just eat it. Lost it down. Good stop by the Cougar defense.
Yeah, defensively, that you would call that a coverage sack. Kyle Walsh, one of the DBs back there in the secondary, guarding these guys closely. He was guarding Serato. That's going to be a good matchup to watch.
And in this league, folks, championship 7v7, you're allowed to be a little bit more physical than the typical 7-on-7 that you see at the UIL Texas 7-on-7 organization. Here they allow you to do a little bit more contact, which is also a reason they use the helmets, but they've implemented that at the organization level as well. Another play there, out of the hands. Gastilleja, a rare miss, drops out of bounds, and they'll face a third down for Zap.
Yeah, the physicality of this league in which they allow, they bend the rules just a little bit, and I'm all for it because we've seen plenty of games back at home with the organized 7-on-7. When you go up to College Station, you can't touch them really, and but the more contact here, especially, you're going to see a lot of bump and runs at the line of scrimmage with these defensive backs, and a lot of hand drawing with the wide receivers. So it's a bit more challenging, and I'm a fan of it.
Indeed, yeah. Just a little breath at the state level we see usually at College Station every year, and typically it's a flag, and not a lot of people like it. Third down play. Right sideline thrown way out of bounds, and that'll turn the ball over for Zap. 2 points awarded to College Station on the stop, and that's another thing here with Championship 7v7. We'll take a quick break, and College Station will get the ball after this.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next...
Back here, C-Stat will be getting the ball on a first down play, able to complete it along their own sideline. Jeff Huff is the quarterback. Another route toward the sideline, another completed pass for a first down. On the catch was Traylon Sewell. A new set of downs. Huff, he'll roll out left this time. Two receivers, reverses back. Just shy of the 10. Cash Richter on the catch. Brings up a second and short for College Station. Hurry up and a lot of tempo. Back shoulder throw, diving play at the goal line. Just short, what a grab there. As Houston Thomas got down and went for the ball and able to corral it in.
That was a beautiful back shoulder fade. Those are hard to complete. That took some work.
C-Stat rolling on this drive, wide open, and that'll be a score. Will Henson gets in the end zone for the Cougars.
And just like that, College Station gets on the board in a hurry, and a quick tempoed offense. Perfect 4 for 4 there for Huff.
Just too easy on that drive. Huff able to put the ball in the right spots for his receivers. They'll go for one to make it 8-0. Touchdown is 6 points. They got 2 off the defensive stop. Off the rub play, another easy completion to Henson. Makes it 9-0. Zap hits the field next after this.
Go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Back as Zap trails early as we hit the 19-minute mark. It's a 25-minute game. No breaks in between, no timeouts. Elijah Hernandez. A high pass on the first down play. Incomplete. Out of the reach of Kevin Garcia from Porter. And he's usually the guy that'll go up and make the play. Not able to there off the high pass on first down.
So some folks, my buddy Mark Coronado, one of the trainers at Harlan South, just curious if this is a replay or is it live? No, we're live.
We're live. This is live 7-on-7, and it's
from
great to say that. We are live, folks.
From Round Rock, Texas, and it's quite the facility. So just to answer the question, Michael Gonzalez, just curious if we're doing all ages. No, we're honed in on the 18U. So we're one crew up here covering the 18Us.
And we're honored to be here, a nice facility. We appreciate the hospitality. We were able to go up inside the hospitality room, and we were like, oh, yeah, it's real. So we're happy to be here. A deep pass. Hernandez throws a jump ball all the way out to Davian Serrata, out of the reach there, incomplete. Good defense there from the Cougars, not on the roster.
Well, you're going to want to take your shots if you're Zap, and Hernandez took his shot there. And why not? And Hernandez is going to be a name that we'll probably be calling a lot come this fall. He's projected to be the starter in San Benito. He's going to be a senior this year, if I'm not mistaken. And San Benito's kind of found that little rhythm. It's tough having to replace an Eric Reta, who is a 2-year starter. Then you go into a Jacob Cavazos and a Smiley Silva, just one in and one out, really. So Hernandez is looking to fill that void next year as a senior for San Benito.
And after such a special lineup they have with Silva and Cavazos with the one-and-done years, play there bumped at the first down line. Great catch by Tristan Castillo from Pioneer.
Yeah, Castillo caught that one in traffic. Kudos to him. He climbed the ladder, went up there and got that one.
And took the beating, too. That's a first down for Zap. Tristan Castillo, one of the returning wide receivers for Pioneer. He'll be essential and a key for Marburger in the returning year for the Diamondbacks in order to get back into the playoff run that they had this past season.
Leslie Duval tuning in saying, let's go Zap. And it's pretty neat because you can just text out the little lightning bolt emojis and we know what you mean. Not a lot of teams can do that.
Indeed. First down play, short pass to Castillo again, hits him, gets to the sideline. Gets past the 10-yard, actually he'll, where are they going to spot this? It looks like they'll be at the 15, 14-ish area.
You know, Billy, 7-on-7, it's kind of like wine or you know, it's an acquired taste. And I know some people are not too big fans of it, but you know, me personally, I fell in love with it when I started covering it years ago. And I look at it of two things: as one, where you look at the quarterback and you look at the receivers and the chemistry that they build, and then you look at the defensive backs and the speed.
And that's where definitely the speed is definitely a factor. You don't have all the padding and everything to slow you down just a little bit. That's just my thing. I think the padding slows you down a little bit. Once you're freed up, and especially now, they're wearing tights and everything.
Well, yeah.
So they're freed up as much as they can.
And the thing is, you know, and I know some coaches back home who are not fans of it because, yeah, well, there's no contact. And I was like, I understand there's no contact, but again, when you look at it from the way I see it, you can learn so much going into the fall season. Again, with quarterbacks and them building chemistry, you know, like with Hernandez and Castilleja, they're able to play on the same team. And then you get a good read on these DBs and the speed, and can they keep up with these receivers?
And exactly, you can take this and take what they've learned and apply it with the pads on. Zap approaching pay dirt. They're at the 1 now. Zap driving and trying to answer after a 9-0 slump to start this game off. Short throw in the end zone. Tristan Castillo gets in the end zone for Zap.
And they needed that score there. You can't fall, you know, any more behind than they are now. And again, the score is unique because we saw that they got the defense, College Station got a stop earlier. That's 2 points, adding their touchdown. So they really needed that score there.
So now it looks like they'll just go for the 1-point play. If Zap wants to stay in this, they cannot allow a touchdown. No, they would love the stop on defense to potentially tie this one up, pending the extra point as we approach under 15 to go in this one. Reminder, it's no timeouts, running clock, 25-minute period. 3 stacked on the right side. Hernandez looking.
Got to get rid of it.
And he gets it in. That's Castillo, and it's good.
It's going to count, yeah, a little sidearm action there, and that's a big score for Zap. Now, the way these games tend to trend is you score and you want to get at least 1 stop. 2 stops could possibly win you a ball game, and especially with the way these games are designed with the running clock. I know in the traditional 7-on-7 that we covered, you know, Joe and I will go back and forth and say, if you could score and come up with 1 stop, that'll usually get you a win.
As C-Stat, College Station back on the offensive end. They had a rather impressive opening drive. First down play to Sewell is completed. 13 minutes approaching. Cougars back to the line quickly. Only up by 2, a low-scoring game, but the Cougars have just been firing on all cylinders. Another cross route, another completed pass to Richter. Across gets into the new set of downs.
I tell you what, if I'd have known College Station would have been here, I would have asked these guys to bring me some Torchies or some lanes.
You're always trying to get your fill of Torchies, man. First down play. 2-point lead for College Station. Shifty receivers. There's a Sewell again. Second completed pass to him on this drive.
It's a lot of, quick out routes, quick slant routes. Look for College Station to maybe go for the dagger here and maybe stretch the field.
Huff looking deep this time. Good pass, runs to it, and the catch by Dacton Carnes.
Dalton
Carnes.
Yeah, that's an L. That's an L. Sorry about that. I didn't.
We're all busy and running around trying to get rosters here. I wish we had them printed. We're not at that luxury yet. Rolling out left side this time. Into the end zone. Touchdown. College Station. That's Carnes again. Back-to-back passes to him, and this time he gets in the end zone.
Well, Huff is yet to throw an incomplete pass, so he's got a perfect passer rating. And again, just simply College Station marched down the field at will. Just a tick ahead of these Zap DBs. That's easy pickings there.
And the 1-point try is good. 9-point lead. Zap hits the field. This is a big drive. They'll need to get the score and a stop, all with about 10 minutes to go. Back after this.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Back on offense is Zap as CJ Ortiz crowds his first catch of the day, and it's a short gain, about 1. Moves Zap down the field a couple yards. 16-7 lead for College Station. Play for our brothers, PFOB. That's what we found out earlier. Like Kevin said, it's just interesting to see what these teams come up with and what their little acronyms mean. Zap up by 9, 10 minutes to go. It's very important they score here and then get a quick stop. But the Cougars are 2 for 2 on drives, making it look so easy. That one's a pick. There go the Cougars. They might be able to score if Hernandez can't get to him.
Brian Johnson there just reading Hernandez like a book.
That's a 3-point play for the interception. And King goes up by 12. 10 minutes to go, and that's a tough play if you're Zap.
Yeah, Johnson had a good read on that football and just jumped that route. It was a deep out route, and Johnson was just there for the taking, really. And that's exactly what Zap did not need in that situation. There was a pick 6.
So we'll add 3 more. Cougars will go for the extra point as they returned it back for the pick 6. It was 16-7. Make that 6. Huff, another easy play. That's Sewell again. Extra point good. 23-7. Zap back to the field. And they had the short play to start off the drive and then a forced throw into a double team. Taken back. And how the tables have turned for Team Zap. They'll hit the field again. Looks like PSJA's or upcoming PSJA Bear Gonzalez will be back there at quarterback now. About 9 minutes to go in this one.
Yeah, right around 9 minutes. So now you really put yourself in a hole, and if you're Zap, you need to score almost instantly. Come up with a quick stop and then score again, but nonetheless.
The marbles are just all on College Station side at this point. Coach Mata giving Gonzalez a couple more tips for the play, and it's caught. He'll drop back. Quick play and a great grab by Carrillo, also from Edinburgh Vela. Gains about 5. Second down for Zap. Like we said, they need to go, and they need to score quick, get a stop quick, and then score again. But Usually in 7-on-7, once you're down 2 stops or 2 scores, it's kind of impossible to get back in the game, especially with the tempo and the time in the game. So Gonzalez dropping back. Another short pass completed to Tristan Castillo. 8 minutes to go. Next game of the day will be Bryan High, not too far down the road from College Station. They'll be taking on Zap. That will be after the next game. So look out for that broadcast and as Zap gets a first down.
Bryan College Station, they're all one and the same. It's all in the neighboring cities. When I talked to the College Station boys and I said, well, Bryan High's here. I said, you guys exchanging some friendly trash talk? Like, no, not really. And that rivalry hasn't flourished. It's more of Consol and Bryan High is more of the rivalry.
That'll be our next broadcast of the day. Gonzalez throws a bullet this time. Garillo corrals it in.
Curious to see what field Rudder High School is on. Earl Rudder. It's one of the newer schools. They're the Rangers down there in Bryan High. And Bryan, my cousins are actually students there. So my dad actually a Bryan High Viking. That's where he went to high school.
You have all the College Station ties.
Bryan College Station. Yep, that's the place to be. The 979.
Gonzalez on the slant hits Cerato. Third down coming up. Big third down, but it's not a lot to gain. But the Cougars have come up with a stop.
Shout out to Matt DeBerry. He used to be on the College Station Cougar football staff when they won state. He's actually from Sharyland, went to Sharyland High School. He's got some ties to the Valley and to the Cougars.
Approaching 6 to go. Third down. Short play in the hands and through the arms of Kevin Garcia. Usually makes that play, but not this time. Zap turns it over, and it's a stop for King. That's 2 points for them. And with 5 minutes to go.
That's about all she wrote there. Garcia's got to make that catch if they wanted to muster any kind of comeback there, but nonetheless, that should be the final knockout punch for Zap. And they're staring down with an 0-2 start here on the day with 2 more games left. They could still salvage a solid day. They got 2 more games left, but we're looking. We just got a glimpse of smoke earlier. They're pretty darn good.
Literally, they were the smoke. They gave off some smoke in their last game, and they're routing against Bryan High, which will be the next team that Zap will face. First down play, Juke.
That Zap finishes the day with smoke. So this next game,
it doesn't get any easier.
Yeah, this next game against Bryan High is going to be which way the pendulum's going to swing for Zap.
Huff will roll out right. It's looking great. Throw incomplete to Sewell. I'm telling you what, Huff has been on his game today. I don't even think his receivers have dropped anything today.
Oh, he's yet to throw an incomplete pass either.
I like that ball placement that he threw also to Houston Thomas on the back shoulder. So that was an excellent play by Thomas. Another completed pass this time to McGuire Collins.
Starting to spread the love around, just easing their way back into the end zone with just about 4:21 left in this one. And College Station just on the brink of perfection in this one.
Well, let's see if they can complete the full game. Huff now taking his time. They were playing a lot of fastball, but now they're just taking their time. He'll try to corner the end zone. There's the first incompletion of the day. And it's kind of a good throw. He's tight pressure out of the reach of Will Henson. He has a score earlier in the day. First incompletion for College Station all day.
And J.P. Pignon had some tight coverage there in the back of the end zone. He was shooting for that back pylon, but
just out of the reach of Henson. Huff.
There it is.
Back shoulder. Over, nearly mossed him. Incomplete. Good coverage there. Incomplete pass brings up third down. Great defense there from Zap.
Yeah,
And Thomas went up to get that one too, and he might have had that, but great hands there from, is that Gavin Coca from Vela? Third down here for College Station. Zap would like a stop here. They'll go end zone again, double team, and an incomplete pass. 2 points for Zap.
And Mike Banda got his hand on it, and Huff there, probably the only mistake he's made all afternoon, throwing into double coverage on that last incompletion. So Zap comes up with the stop. Might be a little too late, but nonetheless, they come up with the stop. And I think now at this point, if you're Zap with 2:40 left, you just kind of maybe want to work on some things offensively, maybe put one last score together, get a touchdown, feel good about yourself, and going into game number 3, you want to take some momentum with you when you take on the Vikings.
And we'll do that. Team Zap will get set to go. We'll take a quick break.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Under 2 minutes to go for Zap. Second down play after incompletion on first down. Mata will change the play up. Gonzalez manning the offense this time. As Kevin said, looking to polish things up for their next game against Bryan High. 25-9 game for College Station. Gonzalez, pump fakes, has a man wide open on the sideline. That's Tristan Castillo, toe taps, and a completed catch there. And it's only good for 3 yards. Zap taking their time as there's 1 minute left in this one. And they are just taking their time. Gonzalez drops back. Deep down the middle. Castilleja is right there and makes the grab just shy of the end zone.
Yeah, again, Castilleja showing off his route running ability there, just a seam down the middle. And just about a step, half a step away from putting that one in.
I think the wind might have had something to do with that. It's getting a little bit more gustier. But Gonzalez led him right. Referee is walking it in. And looks like it'll do it, folks.
Yeah, well, that's a bummer because Zap was fixing to get on the scoreboard there. They just ran out of time.
Well, that'll do it, folks. College Station, Play for Our Brothers, will win this one 25-9. And they were near perfection on the day as Jet Huff was just incredible on his accuracy and precision leading the Cougars to this one. Zap falls to 0-2 on the day. They'll play Bryan High coming up next, our next broadcast. Tune in for the highlights later. Follow us on Real Sports Live on our social media. We'll get set for the next broadcast. Bring you more here from Round Rock, Texas. For Joe Bowling, Rudy Zamaripa, and Kevin Naro, this is Billy Watson saying so long for Real Sports Live.